gentlemen ready to rock?
I think so.
All right. Give it up for your host, Mike Perkins!
Comedy show with Mike Perkins and Paul Brodo. We're the house on the show tonight. Another late show tonight.
Hey. Yes, baby! Yes, 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 yes. That's what happened when they said, "Do you want to send Trump to court today or jail today?" He said, "Yes, yes, yes." That's as political I'm getting today, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming to another late show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for yourselves for coming out tonight. Also with me, as always, is my partner in crime. It's Mr. Paul Brodo, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Paul.
What up, baby? How you doing, man? You feeling good? You looking good? You looking good, baby?
Thank you.
He lost weight.
Even more weight.
I was going to say, he lost weight.
Yeah, he's losing weight.
It was odd because it suddenly just happened. Like one day I was like, I'm done eating this. And then I was like, wow, I've lost like 60 pounds. What's happening?
Hell yeah. There you go.
Can we ask, what were you done eating?
I don't eat anything crazy. I have like a sandwich. Usually, so I lost over 200 pounds like 10 years ago.
Yeah, Paul Brodo did that.
So like I did that. I started working out. I usually have like some protein, veggie, and some fruit. And then I was just like, I don't want the fruit today.
I say that every goddamn day. Hell yeah, Paul Brodo, baby. Give it up. He lost a ton of weight. Come on, guys. He's looking sexy, baby. Looking sexy. Speaking of sexy, it's the sexiest house band you ever seen. It's the show with Adam and Sean. How you guys doing? You rocking out? Looking good? I love it.
Feeling pretty good.
I love the shirt. You guys are almost kissing on it. Look at that.
Yeah, that's us. Sean's wife was very nice during the storm. She offered to have she was like, if you need I have chickens. And she was like, if you need to bring your chickens to my house in LA, because I'm in San Diego. I was like, that's so nice. But if we're at the point where I'm like, get the fucking chickens. Then the chickens are staying.
Yeah.
The chickens, right?
You're like, wait, I left the baby. Let me grab the chickens.
I think it's gotta be much worse than a hurricane to get the chickens.
They're flying to the car and you're gonna catch one. You're like, we got another one.
We need more food.
Well, that would be worse come to worse. You got to eat these fucking chickens. You know?
I'm not fucking driving 6 chickens, grown chickens in my car to LA. You're fucking
Imagine getting pulled over too. Be like, sir, why do you have so many chickens in your car? It's like, well, it's a storm.
Can't leave them, obviously.
Can't leave these chickens. What do you mean? I'm gonna leave my chickens?
If you get pulled over with 6 chickens in your car, they think you're cockfighting.
Yeah.
There's no way they don't think you're cockfighting.
Yeah. That's fucking funny. I love that. Oh, yeah. Give it up for Adam and Sean, ladies and gentlemen. And the chickens. My name is Mike Perkins. I'm going to be your host for the rest of the night, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have some fun. We have a fun show lined up for you. Sports and a Half. Brian McDaniel's here, ladies and gentlemen. Every month, baby. Give it up for my man, Brian. We also have Rosie Tran is here. Special guest. Special music guest. Vel Stacy is here. All the way from Europe, baby. All the way from Europe. He's been traveling all around the world. And special guest Michael Gelbart is here as well, ladies and gentlemen. We also have poetry by my man Howard. I'm just going on the whole lineup right now. We also have poetry. I'm just gonna leave. We got no surprise. We do have some surprises for you guys because it's another late show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But thank you for coming out. Give it up for yourselves one more time. My name is Mike Perkins. What do you think? You want to start this monologue right now, guys? You want to start this monologue, baby? Get it loud in here. Come on. Get it very loud in here. Because this first joke out the gate, baby. More and more couples in San Francisco are having sex in robo-taxis. Yeah, the self-driving rideshare vehicle. And it's become a secret thing that nobody's really talking about in the city. Yeah, I only found out because I got into a very awkward Uber pool. I was like, you guys live around here? Do I give this a 5-star? I'm only giving him a 2. It only lasted a little bit. I'm only giving him a 2. I'm only doing it. People fucking in those self-driving cars, you know? But, you know. Anyway, there's a new social media trend using the hashtag No Bra Challenge, where women are going braless to become more freeing and help normalize different breast shapes. Give it up for the top guys. Give it up. Yeah. Now, guys, if we can just combine that with the ice bucket challenge, could all be happy. Could all be happy. That joke was brought to you by 16-year-old Mike Perkins. Wait, they're doing what online? This is awesome. Speaking of boobs and a little bit more, after she was banned from GoFundMe, an OnlyFans model sold her nudes to raise over $10,000 in support for the Maui fires. Yeah. Give it up for her, yeah. It's really nice to give back and should motivate more women to show your hoo-ha's for Hawaii, baby. Show the hoo-ha's for Hawaii. Hashtag that. Any ladies want to donate? No, that's weird. All right. What a weird way to end that joke. I didn't even have that. That wasn't even on the paper. I just...
16-year-old Mike spoke up again.
Exactly. I was like, hoo-ha's for Hawaii? Oh, shit.
You girls have boobs?
You guys have boobs?
Man.
My girlfriend is here and she's leaving right now. There she goes. Xbox just introduced an 8-strike rule for toxic gamers online. So after 7 warnings, you will get banned from multiplayer and voice chat for a whole year. Yeah, nice to know Xbox is treating that like every other toxic relationship in your life. You know, it's pretty nuts. We have a lot of toxic relationships in here. Okay, everyone got quiet. He's a nice guy. She's the best. We've only been... All right, anyway. Any Flow Rida fans? If only. He's here. What if he comes out? During a Flow Rida concert, a baby was caught crowd surfing up on the stage where Flow Rida himself hoisted him up Lion King style. And then the crowd went wild. It was like, yeah. The parents were under backlash, though. But then people realized, well, whoever goes to a Flow Rida concert with their baby aren't great parents to begin with. Bring in, you want to get a babysitter? No way, because we got them apple bottoms, boots with the fur, baby fur. With the fur. We got Flow Rida, man. There we go. I love it. A dog in Texas is now recovering after a near-death experience with a Mexican cartel. Yeah. Now, if that doesn't have an Air Bud reboot all over, I don't know what does. You know? Coming this fall. Air Bud. Narcos. Okay. I love Narcos. Are you Narcos fans?
Yeah.
Great show. I love it. It's been stated that cursing during exercise can help improve performance and even help you deal with pain. Yeah, well, fuck. Who would have known I was in training this whole fucking time? Fuck. You see that? Fuck. Anyway, give some fucks. All right. A new study has shown that women with resting bitch face can be better communicators because they've had to learn to communicate more effectively to avoid misunderstandings. Tell that to your fucking ex. A new breakthrough in technology, shopping carts can now tell you if you have heart condition by feeling your pulse on the handles and using AI to speak to you. Yeah. This also makes for a very judgmental shopping experience also. You know, it's like, hey, put down those Oreos, you fat fuck. You know, this is why your wife left you. You don't need more calories, you need a social life. That's what it's very judgmental at Ralph's, you know? Very judgmental at Ralph's. I don't know if you guys seen this. There's a new app called Text with Jesus that allows users to chat with an AI version of biblical figures, including Jesus Christ and Satan. Yeah. And for only $2.99, you can hear classic Bible verses from Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Or again, talk to Satan, who will most likely just send you a dick pic. Just a big red dick pic. Honestly, it's gotta be weird to get a text from Jesus being like, hey, you up? I'm like, our Lord and Savior? At this time? A zoo in China is denying rumors that some of its bears are actually people in costumes. After a lot of photos of bears standing like humans circulate online. Yeah, you seen that? Yeah. It only got suspicious when one of the bears took out its own phone to take a selfie. It's like, is that a person? John? You know? John? Scientists intentionally crashed a Boeing airplane to test which seats had the best chance of survival. Yeah. Meanwhile, if you're just looking to find out and shoot the dice the old-fashioned way, check out the deals on Spirit.com. You might die, you might not. Who knows? But for a $67 bag fee, you can find out. Don't fly Spirit. Don't fly Spirit. A man in Iowa just beat the world record by having more than 70,000 pencils in his home. 70,000 pencils in his house. Yeah. That's a lot of wood, said his imaginary girlfriend. No, that's mean. His actually real last girlfriend said, well, the first one he ever collected must have been his penis. Is that mean? Sorry. A lot of number 2 crowds. Number 2 lovers in the crowd. A supermarket, this is insane. A supermarket in Austria was forced to shut down because of a deadly Brazilian wandering spider that, when bit, you could result in prolonged, uncomfortable erections. Yeah, this news just makes it for a totally different Spider-Man movie. Spider-Man Homecoming. Mary BJ. Subway. You guys love Subway? Anybody love Subway? Yeah. Subway, which we all know is the world's largest sandwich chain, has just sold to a corporation, ending 6 decades of family ownership. Yeah, I never knew they were family owned. Did you guys know that? They were family owned? Yeah. Well, Jared was a little too friendly with all the families, so, but it was a family owned business. I lost you guys on that one. And finally, the last monologue joke, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, Queen fans are pissed after the song Fat Bottom Girls was removed from their greatest hits playlist on a children's music platform. Yeah, they removed Fat Bottom Girls. And we all know the moms that got mad and complained enough to take it down are definitely not the ones that make the rock and roll go round. Fat bottom girls, you make the rock and world go round. And that was our monologue, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for that. Give it up for Fat Bottom Girls, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for that. Is this anybody's first time coming to another late show tonight? Anybody's first time? We got some first timers? Hell yeah. Thanks for coming. Welcome. We've been doing this show for almost 3 years now at Loft. Yeah, we even did during the pandemic, baby. We were on Zoom, just kind of having a good time, just doing this, Fat Bottom Girls singing and stuff. We were having a good time. But thank you all for coming to your first time in the late show tonight. This next segment, this guy has been with us since the very beginning. He's one of my best friends in the world, and it's a segment that we like to call Sports and a Half with my man, Brian McDaniel. Get him out
sports to get into the segment. If I say something and you like it, I want to hear you cheer. So say I said something you like. I said something you hate. I said something that makes you sad. There you go. All right. So and if you don't have any emotions, you sack up and get some feelings. Okay. All right. All right. Here we go. Sports and a half. Let's do this. I really fucking. Good job matrixing that shit, Paul. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Shohei Ohtani, the best baseball player in the world. Shohei Ohtani blew out his pitching elbow. Yes. First, Japan dumps tons of radioactive waste in the ocean, and then Ohtani gets hurt. Bad week for Japan. Sports and a half! All right. All right. Steph Curry says he's the best point guard ever. Wow. First of all, I feel like it's refreshing to have a basketball debate which isn't who's the GOAT. Oh God, it's Jordan. No, who's LeBron? What about Kobe? Like, oh, it's just nice to have a basketball debate that is not about the GOAT, right? But this whole thing just sent me down a rabbit hole of my childhood when Magic Johnson ruled the world! Yes! Yes! And I watched hours and hours of clips, and he was so good, he was so amazing, and he also cared, and he also showed you that he cared, which, like, he wasn't too cool for it, and so he just made you believe, and I just, like, my entire day was just this Magic Johnson building moment, and then I built to the moment when it was the day I hit puberty, and he also announced he had AIDS. Literally, I jerked off for the first time in my room. I didn't even really know what I was doing. Don't judge, we didn't have the internet yet. And then I come downstairs, I'm trying to act normal, like I haven't just discovered fire upstairs. And I turn on the television, and my hero says, I got AIDS from having sex. And I was like, I'm never gonna have sex? What the fuck? It really fucked me up. Yeah. And so I just want to say that when Steph Curry retires, no kids are going to be like, maybe I should never fuck again. And so at least by that metric, Magic Johnson is the greatest point guard of all time! Sports and a half! Love that! All right, I got one more for you. After serious problems with sexism among the coaches and the Spanish Soccer Federation, the Spanish women's team actually overcame that and won the Women's World Cup. Yeah. And then during the medal ceremony, one of the players got a forced unwanted kiss planted on them by the head of the Spanish Soccer Federation. Somebody needs to see Barbie. Okay, not every night is girls' night, but the night you win the Women's World Cup is girls' night! It's too bad that England didn't win, though, because no one would want to see those teeth come together. Okay! Sports and a half! McDaniel, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing us together and bringing teeth together, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up all the time. Brian McDaniel. How you feeling, Paul? We feeling good, baby?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling like $1 million. In fact, I'm ready to play a game.
We gonna play a game? We're gonna play a game right now?
Yes.
Hell yeah. What are we playing?
We're going to have the sexy summer closeout. And we're going to do it with just us, but if someone else would like to come up and answer one of these questions, you can.
Anybody want to come up? And,
We're going to be using 100 questions about sex. Get the conversation started. So let's start off with you, Mike. We're just going to pick a random card. There's a lot.
Summer sexy closeout.
All right.
We didn't talk about this one.
This is a double X card.
Okay.
Do you scheme up sexy role plays? Do you have a character or alter ego you'd like to bring into the boudoir for special occasions?
What's a boudoir?
Boudoir.
Yeah.
Boudoir?
Oh. Well, I'm clearly not a smart guy in the bedroom. Sweetheart, what's a boudoir? You weren't a fucking wire? What characters would I play?
That are not monsters.
Once again, my girlfriend is in the crowd. I'm always just a fucking East Coast guy. And I'm just like, how you doing? You doing good? Feeling good. I'm Andrew Dice Clay. That's my sexual character. I'm like, what's up with that? You wanna fucking come here or what? I'm Dice.
So you're the dice man.
So you don't.
Wait, what was the question again?
It was.
What character would I play in a role play?
Do you scheme up sexy role plays?
Oh, I never have, but if I would, I'd be like, I'd try to be like a detective or something.
Not like Tony Soprano.
Well, like I wouldn't want to be Soprano and like breathing like him. You know what I mean? But like I would be like I would do like a detective thing, like an old timey like. She was like a damsel in distress, and I was like, well, sweetheart, looks like we're gonna have to crack this case or crack something else.
Oh my
It's the case of the missing panties.
Looks like we found some evidence. That's what I would do.
All right, that's great.
That's great.
Let's move down the line. Let's ask Adam a question.
Well, great.
Do you want random or do you want?
Jessica.
Okay.
Yeah, do another card.
This is a triple X card.
Jesus.
You don't have to answer any of these questions if you don't want to.
Now we get that rule.
Yeah, this one's, do you masturbate? If so, how often?
Oh my God. Yes. Multiple times a week.
See, the real question is how sad do you masturbate? How much disappointment is involved?
With 6 chickens in the background.
Only with the chickens. Yes, the chickens are there. I answer. I was honest.
Hey, that's an average guys do that. You know what I mean? It's an average for guys.
There we go, Sean.
This is your turn, Sean.
All right, Paul.
What's your go-to feel-good sex position?
Oh man, it sounds so boring, but I'm just good old missionary.
There it
It
is.
sounds so boring. It gets the job done. It's utilitarian.
There you go.
There it is.
Good old missionary, man.
Everybody wins in missionary.
Old mill factory.
Put that on a t-shirt. Everybody wins in missionary. That's so funny. Alright, we gotta ask Paul one now. Hold on.
You know what? You go. You pick
Here
Here
random.
we go. Paul.
Let's get one for Paul, baby.
I'm ready.
Well, this one's a double X.
Sorry.
Have you ever had to kick someone out of your bed in the morning after?
Yes.
And why?
Ooh, and why?
It was my ex, and because she was over and she was my ex at the time, and she was still being a little belligerent and drunk. Like that early in the morning, it was in college, and I was like, all right, I think it's time to get up. And I was like, okay, you're right down there, just get out of there. I think I've had enough. I gotta get some sleep. I got classes and stuff like that. So yeah.
Belligerent drunk kicking out seems reasonable.
Yeah, that's the most I
I'm not too picky, man.
Alright, someone from the crowd, pick a card.
This is it.
Who wants to come up and answer the question?
What's
Who's
it?
mine? Okay, there it is.
Bring them up, baby. Come on up, baby.
Alright.
Here we go. Last one. Here we go.
Alright, last one. We're picking this up.
It is brave.
Make himself at home.
Have you ever overheard others having sex? Did it bother you or excite you to listen?
I mean, can it be both?
That's a good answer.
At least I'm close enough to the fly. No, it was in a tent at it was the tent next to me.
At a festival?
Yeah. I was like, oh man, I am still rolling.
Tent walls are not real walls.
No, they're not.
You were pitching a tent with the tent right next to
Hey.
Hey.
Those are free. Thank you.
Sharing it personally.
What a game.
Anybody else?
What a game.
Alright, your turn.
You win nothing.
You want me to ask you another one, Mike?
No, we can do it.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
We're
We're
good.
good. Yeah. That was thanks for the mic, Paul Brodo. Give it up, Paul Brodo. Give it up for that summer sexy showdown. And just telling girls to get out of his bed. I gotta go study, sweetheart. Get out of here.
Oh my God.
Give it one more time. Paul Brodo, ladies and gentlemen. Are you guys ready for your special musical guest of the night?
Yeah!
Are you guys ready for your special musical guest? Ladies and gentlemen, he just released some new singles. We're going to out. He tours all around the world. Just came back from Paris, ladies and gentlemen, and he's here for you guys tonight. Get it very loud in here. Get it very loud in here. Vel Stacy.
I wonder where he is.
It's a private party. Yeah. Come on and vibe with me. Feels like my birthday. We partying, about to make the earthquake. The vibes only, ain't nobody out here being fake. Just having fun, the night's about to be great. Hey, and then I spotted you. Saw you walking, you was looking kinda cute. Thinking to myself, I wanna get with you. I wanna get with you. It's a private party, we just getting started. I'm feeling you, I wanna get with you. It's a private party, we just getting started. I'm feeling you, I wanna get with you. It's dark but we lit, your body's on my body. Hey. So extra tonight, it's living full throttle. I and everybody, I might wanna kiss, but from the time you walked in, you were number one on my list. It's a private party, we getting started. I'm feeling you. I wanna get with you. It's a private party, and we just getting started. Hey. Let's take a shot. Now I got two on my kisses. Something I was feeling when we was kissing. Got me thinking sexual healing. Crazy place. I don't like nobody like that. Now I'm thinking that I might like you like that. What you know? Do that information. I wanna get with you. Get with you. It's a private party. We getting started. I'm feeling you. I wanna get with you. It's a private party. And we just getting started. I'm feeling you. It's you. Good evening, I'm Vel Stacy. Thank you for vibing with me. Alright, so now we have entered the private party, right? And so you meet them at the private party, yeah? Yeah. And you get with them. And they get with you. And now they done some things, you done some things. You like, oh my God, what are you doing to me? I'm crazy. Crazy. No self-control. 'Cause you're taking over my mind. You're so damn fine. So many things I wanna do to you. Fantasies coming true, and now I'm crazy over you. Crazy over you, and now I'm crazy over you. I'm going crazy over me do my part. 1, 2, 3, as you take me in. Lift off and see, let go of it. I can do it, I promise I can do it for you, babe. Water falls right between your thighs. I'm gonna trust, I'm gonna fall. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. And now I'm crazy over you. I'm going crazy over you. And now I'm crazy. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy over you. I tried to deny what I'm feeling inside, but what you do to me, nobody can compete in the thing that you do with your when you're going and now I'm crazy. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy over you. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy over you. You crazy. You are crazy in love. You a straight up damn fool. And now you realize that in your craziness, you starting to give up pieces of yourself. You starting to realize that everything they do and everything you do starts to leave you a little bit weak. I'll never understand how to look at you takes my breath from me. I'll probably never know how a simple hug can just fill me up. It's your energy that gets the best of me, and the light in your eyes is all I ever need. And if it's one thing I know, one thing I know for sure, you make me. You remember that first time y'all met, and you noticed that smile, right? Listen. I remember when I first laid eyes on that smile, and you spoke to me. Ain't it funny how a single word can fill your vacancy? And if it's one thing I know, one thing I know for sure, you make me weak. It's something about love, boy. It's something about that shit. these things that keeps you here. You might be falling without a net, but at least you won't forget what it was like to fall in love. And if it's one thing for certain, baby, one thing I know for sure, it's one thing that I know. You make me weak. You make me weak. You know, I feel like I actually never even really knew what love was until I started sharing it with you. You make me feel like I'm the strongest person, the weakest person, the smartest person, the dumbest person, a stranger, but like a person I've known my whole life. Like I'm in a strange place, but I'm right at home the whole damn time. I feel like I can do anything and nothing all at once through loving you. And you teach me how to love you. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I love you so much. Thank you.
He makes me weak, Vel Stacy. Give it up. I also want to give a shout out. Vel served in the U.S. Navy, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give it up for that. And also, we have some friends here tonight that also served. I want to thank you for your service. And thank you, Vel, for being so amazing. Vel Stacy. Check out his music on Spotify, Apple Music, and I mean, go see him in Europe. He's going to be in Europe, I think, in 2 weeks. So go take a trip there. Vel Stacy, ladies and gentlemen. We talked a lot about travel. We talked a lot about Spirit.com. We talked about Vel being in Europe. We talked about Paul Brodo saying, "Go take a fucking plane and get out of my dorm room." You know, take that. But I feel like we talked a lot about planes, and sometimes you need some plane perks, and sometimes you want to feel good and get some poetry. So this next segment right now, I want to get it very loud here. Get it very loud here for plane perks and poetry with my man Aronin.
Thank you so very much. Where's the other show? I only get one show. Oh, I do poetry? Let's begin. My first poem is entitled Hurricane Hillary Unleashes Her Mighty Wrath by Aronin. They said she would pack quite a wallop. She didn't. In poetry, when the poem is over, it's customary to snap or clap. Snap or clap. To help you out, when the poem is over, I'll stand here, and you can snap or clap. If I stand here, I want you to say, "Sports and a half!" Let's try that.
Sports and a half!
Did you leave?
You did.
Oh. I did poetry. I was in the Burbank Comedy Festival. I did some poetry. No, they don't really like the poetry at Flappers Comedy Club. I noticed that a lot of the comedians, they were very dirty and raunchy and unfunny, and a lot of them just sucked. Except for you, Mike was there. Mike was good. And Rosie Tran was good, and Andy was there. Everybody was pretty good. Several sucked. Several. And Mike pulled me aside, and he said, Howard, to do poetry at a comedy festival, you have to be dirtier and edgier. So I wrote a poem about that. It's called Jizz. By Aronin. Last night, Michael Perkins said to me, if you're going to be in this biz, you need to have dirtier stuff, more stuff about dicks and jizz. Now my goal is to be classless. Hopefully I'll pass the quiz, be rude and crude for the masses, and part of the circle of jizz. The circle of jizz. If he was here to see that, that would be so exciting. My next dirty poem is called My Favorite Orgasms by Aronin. Red rosy blood cells, big fatty corpuscles, flesh-eating viruses devouring your muscles. Bacterial fungi, everyone has them. These are a few of my favorite orgasms. It's supposed to be organism, but I made it dirty. I just became a grandfather. Don't I look too young to be a grandfather?
Yes.
I'm in my 50s, my mid-50s. I'm 63. I think I look like a Jonas brother. I don't know. A bonus Jonas. And my kids, they're stupid and I hate them. We don't have a good relationship, basically. But I'm a grandpa, yippee, and I had COVID 2 years ago, and not a phone call or a text, nothing. So this is a poem about that. It's called Precious Papa. My kids respond to hearing that I have COVID, by Howard's Kids. Papa, you are so kind and sweet, like frosting on a cake. Hey, make sure your life insurance policies are currently up to date. Okay. No one believes this, but I've been a flight attendant for 38 years. 38 for a major airline. I can't tell you the name of it though. It starts with a U, and it runs with collided. That's all I can tell you. So, wow, I've been an asshole on the flights lately. I'm just in a bad mood all the time. So this is why. This poem, it's what I tell the passengers lately, because they're jerks too, just like my kids. This is called Sit Your Big Ass Down. Tonight I'm going to change it to Sit Your Big Ass Fat Bottom Girl. When society's jerks get to me, treating Howard Aronin like a clown, I stand up tall and proudly say, sit your big ass down. Gwyneth Paltrow needs a special closet to hang her daughter Apple's gown. Stuff it, Gwenny. like the common folk, and sit your big ass down. There's several more verses, maybe 16 more verses. Thank you for having me, Mike, in the show.
Aronin, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up. Love it. I love that guy. Give it up one more time. I love it. Are you guys ready for a special guest comedian of the night? You guys ready for a special guest comedian of the night? He's a special artist on Peacock. He also has a brand new show that he co-hosts and co-created called A Brand New Yay. She's here for you guys right now. Guys, get the applause going for Rosie Tran.
One more time for Howard and all the amazing, talented people tonight. Wow, what an amazing show, right? I'm so excited to be here. I'm excited to be anywhere. I'm excited COVID's over, right? Are we excited about that? Yes! Oh my god, didn't COVID show us how nasty our favorite places were, right? Oh, it's my favorite restaurant after COVID. They have a sign up now. They're like, we're now cleaning. I'm like, oh, great. Should have been doing that in the first place. I feel like COVID changed the world, not just the virus, but like the whole world. Like everything's different now, socially, politically, like everything's different, right? The whole world's different. My favorite post-COVID movement: stop Asian hate. I'm like, yeah, stay the fuck away from me. Stop Asian hate, right? Get away, stay away. I love it, right? Sometimes it's awful, like they'll have a little Asian grandma getting beat up. It's really sad, right? It's sad. But I saw one Stop Asian Hate video. I was really excited. There was a little Asian grandma. She had her purse. These three guys tried to come up to her and beat her up and steal her purse. Yeah, she pulled out a gun from her purse and shoots them! Stop Asian Hate! Yeah! Stay the fuck away from us! I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, first of all, if you're attacking Asian people in America, you don't know anything about Asian people, okay? Any Asian person in America is here because we were like hiding in the desert, like crawling through the jungle, stabbing John McCain, right? Throwing like nunchucks, ninja stars, acrylic nail tips, like that. Stay away from us. I love it. I feel like the whole world's different. I actually had a really bad COVID. I know a lot of people say like, oh, my COVID was so bad. I had a really bad COVID. I had a really horrible COVID. My dad died during COVID. It's not a joke. It was the worst experience of my life. So he didn't die from COVID though. He died during COVID. The worst is people that ask the dumbest questions. I was talking about it after a show. This lady comes up to me after the show. She's like, oh my God, that's so sad. How did he die? Did he die from COVID? I'm like, no, he was just really old. She's like, that's too bad. That's so sad. I'm like, are you upset he didn't die from COVID? Like, it's so awkward response, right? And death is so awkward and weird. Like, we were at the funeral home. Me and my sisters were crying. We were going to have him cremated. We're upset. The funeral director comes up to us and he's like, oh my God, excuse me. I'm so sorry. Do either of you ladies want to push the button? I'm all to set him on fire? I felt like I was in an episode of House of Dragon. I was like, Dracarys. You Game of Thrones fans. You guys can laugh at that. My dad's laughing in heaven. It's okay. He had a really good sense of humor. So we can laugh in heaven. It's fun. And that's how we make things better. Right? We laugh. We take something dark, comedians, and we lighten it up. That's why you call it making light of something. So it's okay to laugh at dark stuff. Yeah. But he did suffer a lot. It took him 4 months to die, and he did suffer a lot. And I just think that's horrible, right? Like, we should be able to pick how we died, when we died. You can actually, I Googled this, because I don't want to suffer, and you can do it in Switzerland. You can go to Switzerland, you can pick how you die, they throw you a party, right? You get to pick your last meal, you get to pick your last words. It's great, you have a party, and then they give you a little piece of poison in a chocolate. I was like, oh, that's what I want. Right? You can mess with your family. You can pick your last words, right? You're like on your deathbed. You're like, Mom, I actually have 10,000 Bitcoin. My Bitcoin password is 1, 2, 3. Later! Right? I'm take the time. That's last words. That's so great. I love it. church every Sunday, and I was talking about this church, and there's always some like annoying Karen, right, at church, like, you can't do that. You gotta let Jesus take you when it's your time. I'm like, how do you know, right? What if Jesus is in heaven? Like, I don't know what's wrong with them, God. I made the poison. I put it in a piece of chocolate. Why are they suffering? Only the Swiss are doing it. I don't know. Jesus is like, I suffer so they don't have to. I don't know what's happening here. So. I love it. You guys love the death stuff. I actually have death PTSD now. I have a dog, a 14-year-old Schnauzer, and I'm scared he's going to die every day. Every day. I look at his cute little face, his little beard, I stare at him, and I'm like, please don't die on me. Oh, you're so please don't die on me. My husband goes, babe, relax. Okay, we have a Schnauzer. If he dies, I'll just buy you another Schnauzer. You'll never know the difference. Oh my God, right? I told my husband, I'm like, yeah, babe, and if you die, I'll just sleep with some random white guy. I'll never know the difference. Can't even tell. We're all look alike, right? That's so crazy. I can't believe you said that to me. It's so crazy. But I'm glad that's over. I'm glad that you guys are laughing at the text. It's really fun. I think that, you know, my dad was an awesome guy. He was awesome. I love talking about him. My act is my way to heal and bring him. And he went through a lot. You know, he went through a lot. Look, people talk about racism now. It's nothing. My dad, he moved from Vietnam. He was a Vietnamese refugee, and he moved to the South. And was working in Louisiana at a hospital. All right. Yeah, he had to deal with so much racism. It was crazy. And I think the reason he was able to deal with that racism is because when he was in Vietnam, he had to deal with torture during the war. That's like psychological, right? But guys, he was divorced from my mom, so he could deal with torture, but not my mom's torture. That's how crazy we are, ladies. Okay. He's like, I'll take the waterboarding. Don't tell me to take out the trash. Psychological women. That's what we do to men. Psychological torture. Right? But yeah, that's what he had to deal with when he got married. So it's crazy. But I love him. He was the best guy ever. I'm married now. I've been married. I was stuck with my husband. That was another torture was during COVID. Anyone stuck with your spouse during COVID? Oh my God. We were stuck in a 600 square foot apartment. He started doing stuff that would drive me crazy. Like my husband, he wouldn't clip his toenails and he'd like scrape his leg on me in the bed. Or like fart and he'd just snap. I'm like, I'm stuck with this motherfucker for the rest of my life. You start thinking about stuff you never thought you would think about. Like I thought about becoming a prostitute, okay? Don't judge me. Let me tell you what happened. So we were making love. And then he finished and he rolled over and fell asleep and started snoring. I was like, oh my God, I could have just made $100. What the heck? Oh, babe, get up! Get up! 14 years. I've been married for 14 years. That's like 50 years in Hollywood, okay? But I'll get out of here. He does, he's a good guy. I don't like to make fun of him too much during marriage, but he does drive me crazy. If you're married for a long time, sometimes your husband drives you crazy. He tries to wake me up in the middle of the night sometimes to get a little something. Ladies, I'm middle-aged, okay? I need my beauty sleep, right? I get so angry, and he like, tries to wake me up, and I turn into the Cave of Wonders from Aladdin. I'm just like, who disturbs my slumber? It's not Andrew, your humble husband. Oh my God. Only one may enter! I'm like, okay, babe, okay. All right. I'm Rosie, you guys are awesome.
Guys, one more time, Rosie Tran! Guys, Rosie Tran, ladies and gentlemen! I want to talk for a little bit. You want to talk to Rosie for a little bit? I want to ask you, what's the torture that women do? Because I don't want to get tortured.
That's just psychological mental torture.
Psychological shit.
If you don't know, it's too late.
It's too late. Oh my God, she's got me. Holy shit. That's such a funny fucking.
All the husbands know. All the husbands know.
Yeah, that's so funny. You've been torturing your husband 14 years. It's straight.
And actually true though. My dad was involved in torture in the Vietnam War, and he
Holy
was
shit.
divorced from my mother. So it's like,
Wow.
what was she doing? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's so funny. So you grew up in New Orleans, Louisiana.
I
too.
did. I grew up in Louisiana.
Was comedy always? Did you always want to get into comedy?
I did.
Growing up?
Actually, I was really, really shy growing up, and I was a total introvert actually. And I was dating a guy that wanted to be a comedian. And I used to sit in the back with my arms crossed. I was like the bitter girlfriend.
Oh shit.
And I was like, oh, this sucks. All these comics are horrible.
Yeah. I can do it better.
I never thought that, but what I would do is when he would say a joke wrong, when we'd go home and be like, why don't you say it like this?
Yeah.
And then he would do it the way I told him, and he'd get a laugh.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was a comedy writer from the beginning. Yeah.
I love that. I'm waiting for my girlfriend to give me tags on mine after this show. You should have said this. That's so funny. I wanted to ask you too because I think it's so amazing that we have a special on Peacock right now.
I do. I
That's
have
good,
a
right?
special MCP called the Hanoi Honey.
I love that. I love that. What was the whole? And you also, what I want to talk about too is you co-created and you co-host this show called A Brand New Yay
Yeah,
Which
with Aiden
is-
Park.
with Aiden Park.
Yeah.
It's a reality show. Tell me a little bit about the show.
Yeah, so if you guys want to watch it, it's you have Spectrum Cable. It's on channel 147, or there's an app called the Chime Plus app, and I think it's like $2.99 a month or something.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so it's a show. It's a makeover show. It's kind of like Queer Eye, except for there's just one gay guy instead of 5, and then an Asian girl sidekick.
I love it. And it's tell me about it. It's kind of bring positivity in people's lives. Like how does it work?
Yeah, so we do makeovers, but it's an inside out makeover. So we help people with their emotional problems, and they also get a new outfit and new hair and makeup, and if it's a girl, and we just help people with their emotional problems. So our show, we have an episode where we help a widow. Getting over her a lot of death in my world.
So her husband died, and we decided to go over there.
Yeah, well, Aiden is a widow. He lost his husband 4 years ago. So yeah, so he wanted to. The idea came because he has a life coaching business, and he's a stand-up comic, and we bonded because we love personal development and helping ourselves and helping others. So we came up with the idea and shot the pilot, and then we sold it. And and so we help other divorcees, other people like trying to get back on their feet and stuff like that by like life coaching them in a funny way.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Give it up for that. Do you have life coaching advice? Just can life coaching advice ever be like general, like for anybody? Is it like, or does it always have to be like specific to somebody?
Oh, it's
Can I
specific.
tell you my problems right now? We'll switch couches again. I'll lay down.
Yeah, later.
But do you have I think that's such a great show, and I love it that like you kind of like help people in a positive way and bring humor to it and stuff too. But do you have like a life coach advice for everybody here and all of us?
It's about finding your joy and following your joy. And I know a lot of really good life coaching advice is kind of cliche, but it's so true.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people don't listen to themselves. They don't listen to what's inside of them. They don't want to. They're scared to express themselves. And I think that's a lot of the barriers that we had with a lot of our makeover ease is that there's some type of fear holding them back. So like with the widower, she didn't want to let go of her husband because she felt like if she moved on, she was gonna leave his memory. And so a lot of things that hold people back is mostly fear. And so it's just about letting go of that fear and trying to move forward with your life. And it's really hard sometimes because there's a lot of like bad stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Or sometimes there's good stuff and you don't want to forget it.
Yeah. Well, the fear of doing good stuff too to move on is also
That and the fear to elevate your life. Like a lot of people
Yeah.
are afraid to be successful because they don't want to shine too bright.
Yeah.
And that sounds like a weird thing, but it's a big thing. Like a lot of people are scared. Like maybe they grew up in poverty and they're like, oh, I don't want to show off my family by like being successful.
Oh, wow.
So there's like a lot of fear around. There's so much fear, which is yucky because it's a gross feeling.
Yeah. Well, I don't think anybody shines brighter than Rosie Tran, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so happy for you doing all this, and especially you got this, you got everything, you've been doing comedy and tour all around the world.
You're so sweet. Mike.
And thank you so much for doing the show. And one more time, Rosie Tran! Give it up, Rosie Tran, ladies and gentlemen. And check out a brand new Yay and her special one, Peacock. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up, Rosie Tran. Are you guys ready for our next headlining special guest comedian of the night? Are you guys ready for our next special guest comedian of the night? You see him on the Frank Ferguson show, you see him all around the country, and he's here for you guys tonight. Guys, give
hours. Thanks for almost clapping till I got to the microphone. I was listening to what Rosie was saying, and the good thing is, if one of my jokes doesn't work now, I'm going to say it's because I was afraid of being successful. Well, I don't think I'm going to do better than what I just said, so good night, everybody. You've been great. And by the way, I think Vel Stacy probably should have closed. When Vel Stacy came on and sang Private Party, I'm like, I have to end the show? Like, that's a closer. But anyway, when I was a kid, I remember I got along really well with my parents. They're still alive and stuff, you know, I don't have any jokes about them dying or anything. Well, my dad's 83, so give him, you know, come back in a few years. So, when I was a kid, I was in my bedroom, and I was listening to Nirvana, and my dad came, and he said, "What is this garbage? You can't even understand the words." I'm like, "Dad, when you were a kid, every song was, ram, lam, 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 ding dong, ram, lam, lam, That was a thing, right? That was a thing, I swear. At one point, before any of us were born, every song was dip, 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 dip. If you were the guy in a group who went dip, 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 you could buy a house. You go into the bank and they'd say, "What do you have for collateral?" Dip, 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 dip. Here, take all the money. Of course, you'll be able to pay it back with that. Why didn't you say so? Parents would still have fights with their kids. You know, what do you mean you're going to be in the music business? You'll starve. Oh yeah, Dad. I got this, Dad. But of course, at one point there were all those songs, and then there were never any more songs like that again. And the guy lost his house, you know. And now you can actually hire one of those guys to come to your house if you're having a party, and he's got to stand next to the chips, and when someone dips one, he's got to go, "Dude, dude, dude." I like to end my jokes on the least funny part of the joke. That's what I like to do. I know, because, you know. Because if you open on the least funny part, they may not stick with you for the whole joke. So you open on something strong, and then it can get less good. That's true about comedy. Sure, that's true. She knows. Yeah, that's a knowing laugh right there. My jokes are written on my phone. I should have been holding cards, you know? And now my phone's too far away for me to find out what my next joke is. But I didn't want to hold my phone, and then after the joke is over, just throw my phone. I shattered my phone once. You ever shatter your phone? I went right back to Apple. It cost like $120 at the time to repair it. But you have to do it. Because deep down, we look at our friends with the shattered smartphones, and we think their lives are a mess. I'm just going to say it. If you're walking around with a shattered smartphone, you're an alcoholic. You go to any AA meeting, and it's wall-to-wall shattered smartphone. You're my favorite audience member. Okay, she's laughing the most. What do you want? That guy's talking to her right now. I can't be my favorite. He's talking. No, you're a good guy. That's how I would have answered the sex question too. I agreed with your answer. I watched the whole show. I saw it. But what was I going to say next? They call them smartphones, right? It's called a phone, smartphone. Aren't you shocked when it rings, right? Who the hell's calling my texting machine? And the thing about the phone is it ruined birthdays, right? Birthdays, social media ruined birthdays. The first thing that started ruining birthdays was for e-cards, you'd open your email, there'd be a chicken dancing, then you'd run into your friend, hey, did you get my e-card? Yeah, it gave me a computer virus, thanks. So e-cards went away, and then social media came along, right? That was what killed the e-card. And now on someone's birthday, you barely even look at whose birthday it is on Facebook. You just cut and paste happy birthday, put it on all the different Facebook walls. Or now, they actually give you 3 different options of how to say happy birthday, with like a little balloon, or I think that person deserves just a happy birthday and not the balloon one, and you just give it to them. You don't even look at whose birthday it is. And then all day on your birthday, you don't even look at who sent them. You're just going like. But worse than that is the next day, when you have to read someone's post-birthday Oscar speech. Thank you so much for the love and support. I am overwhelmed by how many people took the time in their busy lives to show me how much I truly matter on this miserable earth. I finally feel seen for the first time all year. Because Facebook told you when my birthday was. By the way, I brought the water so I could drink it when I got the good sized laughs, and it's too far away. Even with you here, I know I can't make it. Even with you. And I didn't want to screw up the shot. It's being shot. So, what was I going to say? Speaking of birthdays, though, remember I was talking about birthdays like 2 seconds ago. Happy Birthday to You was the perfect song for birthdays. We never needed another song about birthdays ever after that one. But the world is a highly competitive place, and people have tried to write songs better than Happy Birthday. So this is what it was like the day the guy debuted the song for He's a Jolly Good Fellow. Good morning, everybody. I've written a new song. It's going to knock Happy Birthday to You on its ass. People are going to say, happy what day? To who? When they hear this song. It's called For He's a Jolly Good Fellow. Now, I know you're thinking it's a little gender specific, but we don't mention birthday in the title. So if we lose in genders, we're going to make up in occasions. And believe me when I tell you this, years from now, hundreds of years from now, no one's going to still be using the word happy. But they're still going to be calling each other jolly good fellows. I'm going to teach you the lyrics now. I'm very proud of these lyrics. Here we go. For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny. Which nobody can deny. For he's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny. Now I'm going to take you point by point to how I arrived at these lyrics. First, we say for he's a jolly good fellow 3 times, thus establishing 100% that he's a jolly good fellow. No one can doubt you when you repeat it 3 times. But even then, there's going to be opposition. There's going to be protesters. So we hit them with, which nobody can. I've done my research. I polled hundreds of jolly good fellows. Their greatest concern, jolly good fellow deniers. So we hit them with, which nobody can deny. But even then, there's going to be some idiot going, no, wait, no. So we hit him twice, which nobody can deny. The rest of it's a victory lap. Thank you. I'm closing on that. How long have I done?
Let's do it.
Woo! How long have I done? Like 10? Good night!
Welcome to Gelbart, ladies and gentlemen. He's a jolly good
These are great people.
Oh, they're the best. Give it up for the. Oh, give it up for yourselves.
You guys were excellent.
You were excellent.
I was okay, but
Always
they
been
made it
great.
happen.
They made it happen for you.
Yeah.
You were on the show when we were just doing we were trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I was
Not
terrible.
even at the theater. You were great.
You didn't talk to me for a long time after that.
You
you talked.
I cut him out of my life.
No, it was a work in progress, and I see that it's worked out.
And thank you. Yeah, you came tonight, and you're like, wow, this is a whole different.
Yeah, I left right after my set last time. I couldn't have done that tonight because I was at the end.
That's why I put you at the end, baby. That's why.
But Vel stayed the whole time.
Vel Stacy.
If I was Vel, I would have been fine. You know? I would have been on my AMC Theaters app, checking what's playing. You know?
Ninja Turtles coming at you.
Would have been here for me.
Yeah, I love it.
No,
But that was such a good compliment that you're like, wow, this really picked. Which it has
it's
picked
great, you know, and everyone's so supportive of it.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
We didn't even have. Well, I've known Adam and Sean. We've been friends forever. Probably around the same time as us. We've known each other a long time. But they, when they hopped on as the house band, we didn't even have a house band when you were there. It was just me and Paul being like, welcome to the show.
how's this conversation so far, by the way? Is this a good
Just
wondering,
two friends.
but I was wondering.
But I heard this is your second time and you're on the updated version of fucking, Late Show Tonight, baby. We're here.
See, they're still cheering for that when you say it.
I
That's
know.
support.
That's
right
support
there.
right there, baby. I love it.
What's up?
Thank you for doing the show. You're the best. The second time on the show, upgraded version. But we want to get to know Michael Gelbart a little more, baby. These people want to know a little more about you.
They don't. Do you want to know more?
Yes.
Do you want to know more?
Sex questions. Sex questions. We'll pull out one sex question at the end.
All right, whatever you want to know, I'll let you know right now.
Well, you're originally from Montreal.
Born in Montreal, raised in Toronto.
Raised in
I'm
Toronto.
a landed immigrant here.
What was the dream as a kid? Did you always want to be a comedian?
I wanted to be a TV writer and comedian and produce TV shows and stuff.
Yeah, you're living the dream, baby.
Yeah, every day is the best. Some years are amazing. Some years are not as good.
We're striking now. Sorry.
Yeah.
But that's amazing. So so ever since you were a kid, you wanted to be a comedian. Now you're following.
Comedian. I wanted to start doing stand-up, and I started at 17. You know, and then I got my first network special at 23, and
wow.
Yeah.
23. What was that? I mean,
it was great.
How were you like that? Like you're like, what do I do? 23.
No, the arrogance of youth. You know, you think you're the coolest guy in the world. You know.
Yeah.
And you're like, how is this happening so late in my life? Yeah, that's what I thought.
At 23, about time.
No, yeah, at 23, I did think like that.
Wow.
And then, my second special at 28, and I was like the head writer of a bunch of Canadian TV shows, so that's why the U.S. government let me move here.
Now you're here, living it up, baby.
Oh, every day, yeah.
Living in L.A.
Yeah,
I love it. It's about
too many of my sentences end with,
Yeah.
That's a bad habit. I'm
That's
quitting that. You're never hearing me do that again.
That's how I'm an East Coast guy, so I was like,
No, but I'm quitting that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
That's you. That's who you are.
No, it's not. It's.
That's who you are.
No, I'm realizing now it's designed to create a I'm so relaxed kind of an attitude.
Yeah,
but I can actually get through sentences without it. You are witnessing in real time me deciding to be more articulate.
Yes. There you go. They're loving you, baby. Look at this. I love it.
They want to go home now.
You've done so many talk shows too. Is this your favorite one?
This is absolutely my favorite, man.
Yeah, come on. You know what, I do want to compliment you on this, and I have a question about that too.
Yes.
Is you're so, you've been doing stand-up so long, but you're so comfortable on stage, and you're so in your element, where like you're talking about like, I feel like when I say, like you're comfortable, you are the most comfortable person I've ever seen on stage.
But I'm realizing now. But it's a persona I'm realizing. No, I mean, it's me. It's me. I wasn't being fake, and I'm still not being fake, but I'm realizing, like, when I was a kid, and you'd see, like, old Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis movies, I always thought, like, Dean Martin was the cool one, you know?
Yeah.
So then I didn't say
Just
it the
drinking
same
like,
way.
hey, man.
And I was like, that's a persona. You know, everyone in life sees someone in media or something where they're like that. I'm going to adopt a portion of that as that's what I see. That's the kind of man I want to be. You know,
Yeah.
and then you find yourself emulating some of it, and then gradually you hopefully find your own voice.
After, that's kind of like the foundation, but you kind of branch out yourself.
I feel like my personality is changing during the year. I'm maturing right here.
You're maturing before our very eyes.
I'm glad it's being captured on video.
Yeah, we got this, man.
Because I can watch when the day I change.
Mark your encounters, August 24th, 2023.
All right.
Well, speaking of being comfortable on stage, you're one of the best comedians that do crowd work. I mean, you're just so in the moment with everything. How do you feel how, like, speaking of, like, kind of switching, like, comedy's kind of switching over because of social media to, like, it's all crowd work. Do you feel that that's a good thing? Do you feel that that's, like, how do you feel about all these crowd work stand-up videos?
I think whatever it takes for someone to get noticed in a very crowded environment, they should go and do. I should be doing that every day myself. I should be posting videos, and I'm not. I should be. It's the only, it's the only thing you could just do on your own 100% of the time. You don't need anyone to say yes to you.
Yeah.
You don't need, no gatekeepers. You could completely make your career at home.
But with crowd work, that's a huge skill to have, which you're the king of crowd work.
Yeah,
right?
no one knows that because I don't post any videos. They think other people are the king. If I really am the king,
we're gonna post this, baby. You're gonna,
is this gonna help?
This is gonna help.
It's gonna change my life. My life's good, but it could be better.
You got a good life, baby.
It's all right.
Speaking of life, what's the best piece of advice you ever got about your career or life? Whether it be for
post videos every day. That's probably the best. You know what? That would be if someone asked for advice in 2023. That's probably the best piece of advice. Take control of your own career. Don't leave it to any producer or anyone else to say yes to you. Just do it on your own. I'm a middle-aged man now. I'm deep in my 40s. And although the guy is 63. Yeah.
Howard Aronin.
Yeah. Howard. I was talking to him outside. And I go, you're 63, I'm 65, man. And he goes, really? We should tour together as like the old guys. I'm not 65! I said an age that was shockingly way older than I could be. And you agreed with it without flinching. Except I didn't get that angry.
That was all the yelling in the back we heard. Like, what's going on?
I'm in my late 40s and I told the guy, he bought it. Sure, you look 65.
I love it.
It's over.
Well, I feel like
it's not over.
So that's the best piece of advice you got in your career? Like,
I'm realizing the best piece of advice now is all that matters,
I love that.
But obviously the best piece of advice when I was a kid was, work hard and go out every night and do stand-up.
Yeah.
But it's much better now to take that footage of that stand-up and put it up every day and try to get people globally to be aware of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the answer.
I love it.
It's the answer for you and me, and even if you're not in show business, just put up a video of you eating breakfast. Honestly, there's some people, and also I just want to say I don't want to be one of these guys who's like, they're not funny, no one's funny now or whatever. Some of them are funny and some aren't, and some of them are really famous now and not funny, and some are not famous and very funny.
Yeah.
And it's just not a fair business. So you just post every day and put it out there, because even if you suck, you could be a multi-millionaire. Yeah, I'm not the one who gets to decide anything. We don't.
Yeah. I feel like you've done so much in your career too that you've always kind of you write, you've written scripts, you've got stand-up specials, you've got everything where it's like you really took control of your career too. Like you have to be that.
No, I got hired to write on TV shows. I need to take control. The industry is changing, and if I don't change it, it'll be over. But I didn't. Yeah, I mean, I did sell that TV movie that I wrote. I took that initiative.
Yeah.
But all the other TV shows were like some producer saying, "Here's the job," you know.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So I can't take credit for that. You know?
But Michael Gelbart.
I started saying, "You know," again.
You know, yeah. See, that's
That's
all
not good.
Final question. I love asking this to people.
Do you want this to be the final
You want this to
question?
finally be the final question?
Because I could go 6 more hours into it.
How many hours?
How many?
What's the last question?
No, okay,
The
no.
sex question.
This is the last question. Hey, why don't we let them ask a question? No, sex question. Okay, yeah.
You want a sex question? You want a sex question?
I like that a lady wanted to know about my sex.
I was gonna ask a very nice, humble question at the end.
Oh no, it could be. Why don't you ask me a real sex question about sex? Why does it have to be from?
No one wants to know your hopes and dreams questions.
This is a double X, ladies and gentlemen.
Double X. They were all double X's.
No, some of them are triple X.
Oh.
Yeah. Have you ever tried phone or video chat sex with a partner or a stranger?
Only with partners.
Okay.
I've had phone sex with ladies I've dated when we're not in the same city.
Okay.
And I say filthy things to them. And they say filthy things to me. And sometimes, like, I don't like to stop saying filthy things to them until I know that they finish, you know, and they're
I got
done.
you. Yeah, we're done.
But sometimes if it takes me a long time, I'll just pretend they're done. I'm done, so they don't have to talk any longer. You know, because it's too long. If it takes too long, I'll just go, oh yeah, that was the best. And that's the only way a man can fake an orgasm is in an entire other city.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Gelbart, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Michael Gelbart, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for him. Are you guys ready to close this show out the only way you close out another late show tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Are you guys ready to close the show the only way you close out another late show tonight? Guys, this is Ron Paul's number, best last man in the world. It's the show with Adam and Sean.
Give it up for all the artists. We're gonna ruin it.
My phone is cracked.
We all could have guessed that.
Super fucking cracked.
It's funny you mentioned that.
Make some noise if you don't like one of your exes.
Enough people here had their heart broken.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I like that. There's some people in here that they didn't make noise, and that makes me sad for you because you haven't lived. And just so that we're clear, though,
Right? Your ex was making noise for you.
yeah,
You were the problem.
Sometimes
Sometimes you're the problem. It's fine.
Sometimes you are the problem. Sean and I obviously have a lot of exes. My phone is cracked, and I hate a lot of them. And
Sometimes they just break your heart too much.
yeah. So Sean and I wrote this love song.
And we're gonna sing it from the guy's perspective, because, well, I guess we're guys. But I'm sure all you ladies can sympathize and realize how we felt. I'm sure you felt the same way. This is a love song called Stairway to Heaven. I wish that my ex would fall down some stairs. I wish that my ex would fall down some stairs. And I wish that my ex would fall down some stairs. I wish. I see this is something people can relate to. Sean and I are just bitter assholes, so we wrote a song about it.
wish that my ex would fall down some stairs. I'm not saying down, just down some stairs. And maybe she could trip at the tippity top, but in front of lots of people and it pop falls off. Oh, I wish that my ex would go falling down a flight of stairs with her titties out. I wish that my ex would fall down some stairs. Maybe pop her shoulder out. I wish I was there. And I'd be pointing and laughing as she's tumbling down. And then she smacks her face here on the ground. And oh, I wanna see my ex go tumbling down a flight of stairs. Let's go, Sean! With a fucking titties out. I wish that my ex would fall down some stairs. And how it happens, I just don't care. I'd be like, oh my God, yeah, I hope you're okay. But secretly inside, yeah, I hope you're in pain. Yeah, I wish that my ex would go falling down a flight of stairs. A big old fucking flight of stairs.
Now I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, wow, how did this amazing band come to be? This rock and roll in your face just now.
My whole life.
Well, we wrote an autobiography of the band to tell everyone the story of how we really came about. And so if you'd like to do something like what Adam and I do, you can do it for yourself. This love song. And it's called The History of the Band.
Or ADD.
Many moons ago, on Hollywood Boulevard, a wizard came down from outer space and zapped one single star. He took all of his magic and he shot it from his hands and blessed the stone with rock and roll and gave it to our band. Check us out! What do we do with all this rock and roll? We give it to you every night like jelly on a roll. Speaking of rolls, have you ever had a baguette? They are so delicious, I cannot believe they're French. Come to think of it, I don't like French cuisine, 'cause I am American, so let freedom ring. Thunder and lightning, thunder and lightning, thunder and lightning, let freedom ring. Thunder and lightning, thunder and lightning, thunder and lightning. We don't like French cuisine.
Whoa. Took a sidetrack there.
We got off topic with all this French cuisine,
Yeah, brother.
and all we can think about is crepes and cheese. 'Cause I like my crepes with a spread of Nutella, and I prefer my crepes with some bananas. We bring the crepes and bananas, crepes and Nutella, crepes and bananas, and let freedom ring. Crepes and bananas, crepes and Nutella, crepes and bananas. Is that French cuisine? Crepes and bananas, thunder and lightning, lightning, freedom, bananas. Bananas don't sound French to me.
song up.
Yeah,
We both at the same time. We're like, we just both fucked up at the same
I
time.
think we just made up that song. We both looked at each
There
other
was
and were like,
panic in the room. You guys, thank you for staying with us. And we skipped a fucking whole verse in the middle of a verse at the same time. We were like, that's how much we played together. I like your butt. Way to go. Yeah, that was exciting.
800 shows.
Yeah, Sean and I recently realized that we actually have like played 800 shows plus together. It's real. So you sometimes fuck up. And you don't even notice.
Until you tell people.
Until you tell people.
And now they all know.
I don't give a fuck. Obviously, my phone's cracked.
So dating nowadays is really rough because of like Tinder and Bumble, and it really, distilled it down to very superficial, just pictures of people like you. I like your picture. I don't like your picture. I don't like your picture of you fishing. I don't like your picture of you with a tiger. Like, it has nothing to do with all the deeper things that you should love about a person. So you've been using Tinder lately?
Yeah, I went on a date recently. I went on a date, and it was pretty cool.
You want to tell us about it?
Sure. Yeah,
It goes like this. It's a love song. About a girl you go on a date with through Tinder, Bumble, and sometimes they show up and they don't look like their picture. Did she look like her picture?
sort of. What a great date. Things are going swell. The girl's almost perfect, but I've got something to tell. 'Cause there's just one little thing, and it ain't a big deal. But why can't I shake the way it makes me feel? She's got a little hand, like a baby's little hand. One's normal size, one's miniaturized. I just don't understand. She's got a little hand, like a tiny little hand. And I feel bad that it didn't grow, but it makes me want to know what happened to your hand. What happened to your hand? What happened? What happened? What happened to your hand? Honestly.
Well, you didn't actually ask her about it.
No, I
It's
didn't ask her.
2023.
I
You gotta say things.
I get that, I know that, but I mean, but we send each other memes and shit.
But mean stuff on the internet is not the same as real life.
Every motherfucker in this room sends fucked up shit to one of their friends.
The internet is a dark place.
Oh.
Well, why don't you take her on a date and then you can come back here and tell us all how it went?
Okay, you go on a date with her, right?
This song is not about me.
Are you serious?
Well, I didn't say I wouldn't go on a date.
But you didn't say that you would.
Don't twist this on me. This song's about you. Take her someplace nice.
The girl of my dreams is sitting here with me. She's talking, laughing, smiling, and acting so free. What is my problem? I should make this girl my wife. But then I realize she has trouble holding a knife. And she's got a little hand, like a baby's little hand. All through her life, when things go right, it's weird to give high fives. 'Cause she's got a little hand, one tiny little hand. I know it's wrong to sing this song, but it makes me want to know what happened to your hand.
What happened to your hand?
What happened?
What happened?
What happened to your hand? I can't.
So, how'd it go?
Terrible, terrible. that it was my fault and it was.
Did you ask her about
No,
it like
I
an adult?
didn't do that.
So you spent the whole time awkward.
I did. I hate myself for it.
So there's not going to be a second date?
No.
You know what? It's probably for the best.
Really?
To make you feel a little better, just sing this next part after me. Okay? Goodbye, little hand. Goodbye.
I hate that that's so catchy, Sean.
Goodbye, little hand. Goodbye. She doesn't deserve someone like you, Al. Goodbye, little hand. Goodbye.
I hope you find someone better than me.
Goodbye, little hand. Goodbye. That won't be very difficult. Goodbye, little hand. Goodbye. Wave a tiny, tiny little goodbye. Little hand. Goodbye. Wave a tiny, tiny little goodbye. Little hand. Goodbye. Wave a tiny, tiny little goodbye. Thank you very much, everybody. Really show up and show. Have you had fun tonight? Mike, can you sing at home? And until I go midnight comedy show, Mike Perkins and Paul Brodo. We're the house band, we call the show. Tonight, tonight, tonight. Everybody can go home.
I haven't heard that guy sing that song in some time. Crystal's face is disgusting the entire time. That was so fucking funny. You guys give it up for the show with Adam and Sean!